Hello there everybody, my name's Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 44 now, I believe, and in today's episode I want to do a bit of work outside, in and around the sugarcane farm most likely. So let's just bring the UI up here and maybe just make our way over there. I think that's probably the best idea. And then we can start sort of discuss what's going to happen in the episode and then get on with the work. So what I'm thinking about doing today is trying to set up an automatic way, or not an automatic way, but a button that is situated outside of the farm that we can press to start the flying machine. We also might be able to incorporate the second flying machine, which is going to allow us to cover the entire farm, because we probably do have enough slime by now. And I also kind of want to get a bit of landscaping done out there, just around the farm, sort of create a path so that we can start to link a few of the builds that are outside together. Because of course now we have the villager farm and we also have the sugarcane farm. So if we can get those linked together with a path, that would be very nice indeed. So let's just double check if it's day or night. And it looks like it's day. Yep, so let's get outside. Is it turning night or is it just turning day? I think it's just about to turn night, right? Yeah, not good. So let's go and sleep quickly. Time that very badly once again. But if we sleep, then we can have a quick look outside and a bit of a discussion before we get on with the episode. So let's get that over and done with. There we go. Should be safe to go outdoors now. We need to build an entrance and an exit to this place because that is not a good look. Okay, so as I was mentioning, I want to get a bit of work done out here. So maybe today we can think about getting a path on the outside of this thing. Because of course we don't want this redstone to be on show all of the time. So we're going to need to find a way to disguise that as well. And also the farm needs a way that it can be operated from outside. So if we build some sort of lever or button setup to get this thing moving automatically, that would be another great thing done. We could also try and get the second flying machine set up so that we can, as I said, cover the entire field, because at the moment we're only covering half of it, which obviously isn't ideal. And then aside from that, I think we might begin a path over this side of the build. So let me just get around there. Or we could even get it to work around this side of the build as well. But I kind of want to start the path over here on this side of the farm so that we can get it running over towards the villager breeder as well. So that's what we've got planned for today's episode, and maybe a bit more if we have enough time. But for now, I'm going to take a break here from recording and get a bit of work done, and we'll rejoin each other to check it out. Alright you guys, welcome back to the video. So changes have been made, as you can see looking across the farm. We now have 2 flying machines, which is the most obvious change. Aside from this change, we've actually implemented a way to trigger the flying machine through the use of a button. So if we hit this button here, it sends this flying machine on its way, as you can see. At the moment, we don't have it set up for this side because I didn't have enough buttons and enough trapdoors. So for the time being, we just put a leaf block over it, let it do its thing, and off it goes. So now you can see both flying machines in action. This is kind of cool. I really like this. Who would have ever thought that we would have flying machines in Minecraft, huh? Anyway, this thing is basically set up and working to its full potential right now, aside from button activation for the small harvester here, but that will come at a later date. Since we just did a harvest, why don't we go ahead and send the carts out? Because I think that's going to be the next port of call, honestly, is to get this collection system up and running. We need some ice for that, so let's send these guys out. And once they come back, they should be dispensing all of the goods, even though we're going to find it difficult to harvest them. We could, I guess, do it if we break this block and this block here. So let's just remember the order in which they go. Oops, not there. So it was you at the bottom and then you at the top. There we go. Okay, so if we just run along here, we'll see that all of the loot from the farm has been dispensed. Obviously, this needs to be a water/ice path that leads it to a hopper and a chest system. So I think that's what we're going to tackle next. But of course, we do need to head over to our ice collection area to grab some ice. And I think we'll go ahead and do that right now. Alright you guys, we're back again, and I'm just about to place in what I believe is going to be the last bucket of water for our collection system over here at the sugarcane farm. So let's go ahead and get that implemented. And that bucket is going to go right here. So hopefully that flows past everything, and then we'll take it all the way to the end. There we go. And then at the end, we'll have a hopper, which is going to go towards that block there. And we are going to just place in a few chests just to give ourselves some temporary storage here. There we go. We'll get one down here. Nope, we don't want that. We want it to be like this. There we go. And that is going to go into there. And then we'll get one up here as well. So there we go. So everything now is going to flow into these two chests for the time being. Maybe we should give this thing a test now just to make sure that everything is up to scratch. Once I've replaced the... Actually, no, we'll leave those blocks out for now so that we can see how things are working down there. Let's head over to our flying machines so that we can send them across the farm and see how things go down. So give us some leaf blocks. And let's hit the button for this guy. That's not how you hit buttons. You actually have to let go of shift. There we go. And that's on its way. And then we can send this one down the farm as well. Like so. And off they go. So this is quite an amazing sight, you guys. Here is our very first automated sugarcane collection farming system. We've got 2 flying machines going down there right now. Of course, we can sync these up at some point if we really want to. But for the time being, I don't mind just sending them on their own like so. I think it works fine anyway. Okay, so they've made it to the end. Let's go ahead and send the collection carts out. And then we can test out this collection system to see if it is up to scratch. So there we go, off the carts go. We can see it just disappear out of sight now. And then it won't take long and it'll be on its way back. There we go, so very short journey for the carts. And we can hear the items being dispensed into the water stream below. Let's just take a look at that. Oops, we don't want to be grabbing any. Nope, 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 stop. There, hey, how am I grabbing them from that far away? Okay, there we go. We can see them slowly making their way, or very quickly actually, it's quite fast, making their way towards the end of the farm. Stop giving me sugarcane. Alright, so I think the best thing to do now is to should we wait out the ticking, or should I'm gonna head to the chest and just make sure that we are collecting these things, because of course we do want to make sure that the sugarcane is making its way right to the end. Okay, a few bits are flying past the hopper here, but that's not too big of an issue, I guess. Alright, is that it? Looks like it. Okay, so a lot of it did miss, which is obviously not the best, but I guess if we just put a leaf block there, that should... Actually, no, we're not going to waste a leaf block. Let me have that back. Let's just put cobblestone there. So if we put cobblestone here and here, everything should pile up on top of this hopper. And hopefully it can filter itself out nice and quickly. So one last thing before we go back to another cut here. I'm going to head into the farm and just follow the water stream down just to make sure nothing got stuck on the ice or anything like that. So it's actually looking nice and clear, which is a good sign because that's exactly how we want it to be. Of course, we want every single piece of sugarcane to make its way to the end of the farm and into the chest. So I think actually it's worked exactly as intended. So you can't really ask for anything else, can you? That's perfect. So let's just see how it's getting on. It's still filtering through the sugarcane, which is totally fine. And I guess that's that, you guys. So we're going to jump to another break here, and I will catch you after the cut. Welcome back to the video, you guys. So as I mentioned before the episode began here, we were going to be working on a few things outside today. So the first one, or not the first one, but one of them was to automate and add in a new harvesting machine to the sugarcane farm. That's done. Check. We also wanted to get the water system up and running underneath the collection system here, and that is done, so check. And we also wanted to get some paths running around the outside of the sugarcane farm. So I've been working on something here, and it's taken me a long time to formulate this design because I really just couldn't make my mind up, but this is what I've came up with so far. So we've got some sort of archway design coming. Well, it's up and running. It's not actually complete yet, but it's on its way to being complete here on this side of the farm. In the middle, we have this path system, so it's the same blocks that we use down in the base, except I've mixed in a few of the path block textures, which I think looks kind of cool. Just that brown in there gives it a bit more depth as well. As you can see, this block is actually lower than regular blocks, so I think that looks kind of cool. When you run along it, you sort of bob up and down a little bit as well, so it's kind of nice. Makes the path look a bit uneven, which paths tend to be, especially when they're gravelly like this in real life, so that's kind of cool. And then, of course, on this side, we've got the farm itself. So we need to develop some sort of design, some sort of arch design that sort of... Wait, we've got a hole here? How did I not see that? Okay, let's just quickly correct that before we move on. There we go. I don't know how I even missed that, to be honest, but apparently we did have a hole there. Anyway, as I was saying, we need to get this arch design up and running. So I don't know where to go from here, really. So maybe if we just tower up, get some of the blocks out that we require. So these 2 blocks here. Do we go ahead and do something like this, maybe? Oops, not there. And then if we get the axe, take out this guy, and this guy. Then we want to grab ourselves some stone brick half slabs, pop those on top there. Oh my god, my placement is horrendous at the moment. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Then if we hop down, take a look at that. Maybe that's sort of direction we can head in. How does that look? Oh, I don't know. I might have to implement the design across the entire thing before I make a decision. So let's add in a few more here. Well, we can. So let's just go pop, pop, pop. Take that guy out. Then we want to get down from here onto the next one. Then up we go again. Just pop one there. And then have an sort of archway going over the top. We also don't want to forget our stone brick half slabs here. So let's pop those in as well. If I could place them correctly. There we go. And then knock this guy down. Grab our blocks and then see how does that look. Let's take a look from this angle. I think it's probably a bit of a better angle. Okay, so not too bad. We're actually missing some stone brick in there, so let's get that filled in. There we go. Take another look, see how it is coming together here. Yeah, it's not so bad. I think we're gonna have to repeat the design on the farm side just to make sure that it looks okay, but I'm not too disappointed with how it's turned out so far. We're going to need to take a sleep here. Don't want to be risking getting mauled alive on camera. That would be difficult for you guys to watch, maybe. So let's go ahead and sleep the night away, just so that we're not interrupted whilst we're building here. That's the last thing we want at the moment. Okay, back over we go to the path. Oh, I'm going to have to jump up here. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, I do kind of like the way this looks, so maybe we'll continue this design and expand upon it here. 1, 2, knock that guy out. Make sure to get our stone brick half slabs in. Can I get one over there? I can, perfect. And then a couple more to go here. If we build up in the middle, we should be able to get both covered. And then, of course, we haven't actually built the ends out yet, so I won't bother with those actually. So we'll leave it right there for now. And take one more look at this together before I move on. Cow move, that's my spot. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I actually do like how this looks. So let me go back off camera. I'm going to repeat the design on the other side just to match. And then we'll come back and check it out again once more together. Quite the quaint view, don't you think? Things actually look pretty cool from up here. So you might see I've made a little bit more progress down on the farm and things have changed again ever so slightly. So why don't we go ahead and take a look? Oh, you thought I was going to die, didn't you? I thought that was going to be funny. Okay, so we're heading over to the farm. And as you can see, it's quite light around here. That's because we've installed a few lamps in the walkway around here, and we've got our fence posts in now. I think it looks a lot better, and from up there it did look pretty damn cool, so I'm happy with how things have turned out. Let me kill this guy who thinks he can intrude on our farm. No, you can't. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We've obviously got the stairs in as well, and I want to bring the path around here and down this way. I'm still unsure about what we're going to do with the redstone. We do want to keep it hidden, I guess, but if we can't manage to do that, then we could just keep it open and maybe fence it off. I am not really sure, as I said. Still trying to garner ideas for what to do here, but I do know that I want the path to come down from here and wrap around this way, and then also take... sorry, I'm just distracted. Is there mobs in there? Are there mobs in there, I mean to say? Probably, who cares? What I'm trying to say is that I want the path to come down here, wrap around this corner, and head up that way. So it's probably going to end up being surrounded by path, this farm, in the end. So we're going to use the same design all the way around. maybe throw in some more of that archway design. I think that looks pretty cool. Something else I didn't tell you guys was that I decided to take the archways down from the wall that surrounds the farm. That's because it looked kind of stupid, and it's hard to incorporate the wood because we need to make sure that the leaves stay in their positions to stop the flying machine from interfering with the walls themselves. So that's why I decided that it would be best just to leave the walls as they were. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this section of the video, so I guess I'll catch you again in a second. Okay, you guys, so check this out. Okay, so I just came down into the slime farm. I've been working upstairs pretty much the entire episode. As you know, we've been outside for most of it. And we've got a stack and 15 in one chest and a stack and 20 in the other. So this thing, despite... here, let me just get outside so I can explain to you what I'm about to say. So this thing, despite it being this pretty much hobo farm for now, it doesn't even have the iron golems that attract the slimes to the edges, and it has only one layer. Despite those two really big setbacks, this thing is actually producing slime at an okay rate. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And when I came down here, there was also a slime hopping around. And I'm not sure if these torches take away spawn space. I'd imagine they did, right? Unless, I don't know, mobs maybe can spawn in tiles that have torches on them. I don't know for sure. But even so, this farm is actually producing quite a bit of slime, more than I expected it to at the current moment. So that's nice. I'm going to take this over to the small storage area, I think. We need to replace this glass, and then we can just hop out of here. Like so. 1, 2, and 3. And we're out. Good, good, good. So as I said, I'm going to take the slime balls back over to the small storage before we move on here. This way is the correct way. Then this way. And if any of you guys are sort of interested in playing my world at all, I think episode 50 is going to be the time at which I release a world download. That episode is likely to be a world tour as well, so if any of you guys are new around here, then you'll get a nice full look at what we've done so far. So that's when that's going to happen, if any of you are at all interested, as I said. So hold on for episode 50. I think to cap today's episode off, though, I want to do a bit of mining. It's something we haven't done in a while together. So just going to make myself a few torches here so that we've got enough to head down into the underground. There we go. We'll take 60 with us. Replace that. I'm thinking anything else we need. We're going to take some shulker boxes, most likely. Just the 2. Our pick is dying as well, so this is going to help us out in that regard to repair it. So here we go, let's grab the cart, hop in it, head over to the mine, and as usual, this is going to be a time lapse, so I'm not going to bore you with watching the entire session here. We'll just make sure we get over to the mine, get our strip chosen that we're going to go ahead and dig into. Then I'll speed up the clip, and we'll join each other once more at the end to check out what we managed to pull out of the mine. So here we go. As you guys know, we did actually do a nice redesign on this area a few episodes ago, so it's looking pretty damn cool down here now. We do need to extend the design a little bit because, of course, we've got these 2 new tunnels now. But this is the tunnel we're going to dig into, guys, so I will catch you after the time lapse. Okay, so that didn't last too long, did it? We have actually dug into the slime farm, so I'm going to fill the wall back in. We're going to head back out towards the strip mine again, create ourselves a new tunnel to go into, and head off in the other direction, because that one was a little bit of a failure, to be honest. Didn't think we were going to hit the slime farm. I could hear carts rolling, and I was getting slightly worried, and alas, we did hit it, but it's all good. We'll carry on right here. So once more, catch you after the time lapse. Okie dokie, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that mining time lapse. It's been a while since we've done one of those. So let's check out the spoils of our trip. So firstly, the precious items, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of coal and 8 pieces. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of redstone and 36 pieces. We've got a stack of iron and 9 pieces, 10 gold, which is a bit of a shame because this is the dwindling resource out of the bunch at the moment, and then 19 diamonds, which would be cool, but they're neither here nor there anymore, really. And then in the building materials box, this is what we came back with. So a bunch of cobblestone and, you know, the usual bits: granite, diorite, andesite, gravel, dirt, that sort of stuff. So that's going to be all for today, you guys. I do hope that you enjoyed today's episode and what we managed to get done. I definitely enjoyed recording it for you, as I always do. If you excuse me. If you did enjoy the episode, be sure to drop a like down below. If you have any questions, suggestions, any comments, any feedback, put them down in the comment section below as well. It's always appreciated, and I will be sure to respond to you and check everything out that you type into the comment section. So go ahead, do what you gotta do. And finally, if you're new around here, then make sure to subscribe, because that will allow you to stay up to date with this series and anything else I decide to post on the channel. So once again, guys, thank you very much for being with me today, spending your time to watch the video. This has been Hocus Pocus. I'll catch you later. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. And until next time, bye-bye.